Okay.
Hey guys, Sean here.
Evan?
Yeah, so we're going to so after a week or so, because he's been having a busy schedule, we're finally going to hopefully finish our Pirates of the Caribbean reviews. Continuing with At World's End. And we also, he's hiding his right now. We also have the tickets early for Dead Men Tell No Tales. We're going to go see it together because, you know what, we fucking started this together, we're going to finish it together.
That's what she said.
Did you really have to do that?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Oh, shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up with a shut up.
Shut up with the shut up.
Okay, so Pirates of the Caribbean At World's End is a 2007 American epic fantasy swashbuckler film. It is the third and originally intended final installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Plot follows Will Turner and Elizabeth Swan, Hector Barbosa, and the crew of the Black Pearl rescuing Captain Jack Sparrow from Davy Jones' locker, and then they prepare to fight the East India Trading Company led by Cutler Beckett, and who controls Davy Jones and plans to extinguish piracy forever. It is the last film in the series to be directed by Gore Verbinski. It was filmed in two shoots during 2006 and 2007, simultaneously with Dead Man's Chest.
2005 and 2006.
I said that.
You said 2006 and 2007.
Bite me.
Oh, shut up.
So yeah, the cast is pretty much the same as the last two movies. Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, Stellan Skarsgård, Bill Nye, with the addition of Chow Yun-fat, Jeffrey Rush, Jack Davenport, Kevin McNally, and Tom Hollander. I think I pronounced his name. The film was released May 25th, 2007, with runtime of 2 hours and 48 minutes. The budget was $300 million, made back $963.4 million.
3 times as much. That's great.
Pretty much. Okay, so before we get into the review, I have a story to tell with this movie. Okay, so you remember this black duffel bag I took to school with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had all my books, my movies, my music.
Video games.
Pretty much my life, pretty much. We'll say that, pretty much my life.
Video games. Some of them I remember playing with you when we first met back in, like, what, 6th or 7th grade?
Probably. Anyway, pretty much my life was in that bag. So I go to my local library that I go to sometimes to get movies and stuff. And me being a dumbass, and I was going to see this movie with a friend of mine, not him, because he was busy with his own stuff, so I was going with a different friend named Ken. But yeah, I was, a dumbass, and walked out of the library without my bag. And then I go to the next time I go to the library, I asked them if I left it there, and they said, we don't know about a bag. So I'm assuming that somebody else is enjoying my stuff. So enjoy everything that's in that bag if that person's watching. So yeah, you got a story of this movie?
I pretty much watched it at the theaters when it came out with my mom and sister. Like with pretty much same with the second movie. I went to see it at theaters. Was not really that impressed with it compared to the first one. But watching again, it's actually much better than I remember it. Like much better. Heck, I think I prefer this over the second one.
Same. Basically, the plot of this movie is, like I said, they're trying to rescue Jack because Jack never passed on to his piece of age to his successor before he died.
You're holding on Stranger. Oh no, that is World End. Excuse me, I never saw that box art of it. I saw a different box art. Hey, I didn't have the 2-disc limited edition like you do, you
dude. It's pretty much the same art as the original, as a single disc. Oy. But yeah, basically the crew have to rescue Jack.
Mine had the artwork from the video game on it.
Okay. Anyway, the crew has to rescue Jack because Jack never passed on his piece of eight, which is basically his little chain coin that he wears on his bandana. And so they have to rescue him because the pirate lords, the Brethren Court has been called, who centuries ago or years ago, whatever, trapped the sea goddess Calypso, who is revealed to be Teodoma in this movie. And so they're planning to release her to combat Davy Jones and Beckett in their fight in this big battle. Basically, it's the plot in a nutshell.
It is a big battle. You have to give it that.
Yeah, and also spoilers for those who have not seen this movie. And this is fucking 10 years old. So how can you not see this movie? Will is killed, but is resurrected as the new captain of the Flying Dutchman. Spoilers, by the way. So
who cares? Everyone.
It's been 10 years. it's been 10 years, and if you've seen the trailers, you've seen Will already in the trailer. And I hope he's not just there for a quick cameo and gone. Because what would be the point of bringing him back?
Yeah. Especially with Stranger Tides.
I mean, it's bad enough they're bringing Elizabeth back for probably a quick scene cameo at the end of post-credits.
In the new one? Or Stranger Tides?
Yeah, new one.
Oh.
No, Stranger Tides doesn't have Will and Elizabeth at all. No, it's got a priest and a mermaid. Who are poor replacements. But we'll get to that movie later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
especially since when I went to the theaters and saw that ending, everyone there expected it to be about him trying to regain his humanity.
Who?
Well, Will, because me and my sister were talking about it back then. We had this pretty much thinking about it being about one of them finding the Fountain of Youth so he can pretty much live forever so she can be with him.
Yeah, that would have been a better storyline than what we got. But we'll get to that movie later. So, you, good sir, your thoughts?
Oh, awesome film. Still really love this. Very endurable movie. I mean, yeah, like I said, I was surprised. I was like, wow, this is actually way, way, way better than I remember it.
Yeah, and fans call this one the worst of the series.
I actually seen it twice in theaters. Yeah, how?
What, because it borders on 3 hours? Hey, Lord of the Rings and Hobbit are 3 hours. You need people to deal with those movies. So what makes this one different? Oh, it's convoluted. It has lots of stories to wrap up. So, of course, long run time.
Especially since you have to probably take into account when they originally first went to this movie, they were probably intending it to be the last one.
Yeah, because it even says on the back here, this limited edition goes beyond the final chapter of the trilogy. It means no more. Done. Zilch. Over.
And what do we get? A fourth one.
Based on a book.
Yes. Written in 1987 as a fantasy novel. Historical.
Yeah, but we'll get to that one later, though. But yeah, this movie, though. Let's keep it on this movie.
Yeah.
We'll share on the other one later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I haven't seen the fourth one yet, so I haven't know how much I hate it.
But anyway, at World's End.
Oh yeah, still really good movie. Really good. The up to action a lot.
Oh yeah. Especially in the last hour.
I mean, the last hour is just a long battle sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, still good action, still a lot of comedy. I mean, probably this has the most comedy out of all of them, but probably take into account a darker film they wanted, and Disney being a family movie, they want to have something to counterbalance the darkness.
True, it's true. All right, so let's go.
A lot of jokes.
Okay, let's go bullet points. You know, the acting, the effects, the music.
Oh, acting is great as ever.
Oh yeah, all around the acting.
But then again, the movie has talented actors: Jeffrey Rush, Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley,
Orlando Bloom,
Bill Nye.
Oh yeah, this is now the second franchise. This will be the second franchise that Bloom returns with the fifth installment.
Lord of the Rings.
After being absent in the fourth.
Lord of the Rings and Hobbit.
Technically Hobbit, yeah, but yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
But Middle Earth in general, we'll say.
Yeah.
So yeah, this would be the second time that Bloom has returned in the fifth installment after being absent from the fourth. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, the irony.
I know the irony. But yeah, acting is good all around.
Oh yeah.
Especially the returning players, man. And also, you know, you ever heard from the interviews that Johnny Depp based his performance as Jack on Keith Richards? Keith Richards is in this movie as Jack's father. Oh, that's funny. And yeah, for his small role, he's great. Keith Richards is great for his small role.
Yes, we get the guy from the Rolling Stones in this movie.
Yeah. And he comes back in the fourth one for another cameo, but we'll get to that one later. But yeah, all the actors are so good in this movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so let's go with the effects.
Oh, great
This
effects.
is a 10-year movie. How do you think they held up?
Oh, still pretty good.
Yeah. Most of the effects hold up very well, I think, for a 10-year movie.
Most of them are probably more practical.
Yeah, like some of the explosions are practical.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The creature effects are still pretty cool.
Especially the Cursed Crew. I thought those still hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with Davy Jones.
Especially the shark head guy.
Oh, yeah.
The eel face guy. The spiky arm, this guy with the spikes all over his body.
Mm-hmm. Even the transition where Jones temporarily becomes human again. That looked really cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah, the effects, they hold up very well.
And then there was a guy who kind of looked like a Parasaurolophus. It's a kind of dinosaur. It was like the guy with that weird thing on his head that was like sticking out and had like a thing on the back that was...
I didn't see.
Oh.
So yeah, the effects hold up. Great acting. Spoilers, Norrington dies in this movie. The Admiral, who was supposedly engaged to Elizabeth in the first movie, yeah, he dies in this movie. And I'll admit, he goes out in a pretty nice way, though.
The one played by,
Jack Davenport.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the one that Bootstrap kills.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
No, for me, I was thinking...
I'll admit, he goes out in a nice way, because he is torn between his duty as Admiral, but yet his hatred for Beckett.
Remind me, which is the character that Jonathan Pryce played?
The governor, Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. I actually liked the way he went. It was actually kind of...
They don't even show how he goes out.
No,
they just show him on the boat. And yeah, I'll admit, seeing Elizabeth torn by her father's death,
I was actually crying.
And seeing Will having to restrain her, essentially, I'll admit, I was sad about that.
Yeah, I was. And he was just so calm, but, I mean, like, he's dead.
And she's just so determined to find a way to bring him back with them. Because she was afraid of losing him. I'll admit, that was sad to see.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the theater, I felt bad. But yeah, I actually like how Norrington went out, because he went out basically a conflicted guy who's trying to do what he thought was right by letting Elizabeth and the crew walk. So I like how he went out. So let's see, what else do we want to talk about? The music. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I know it was the same composer, but it kind of became a little bit low key in this one. For being one with the most action. Yeah, for the one being with the most action, you would think it had a lot more like louder, brasher music, but most of it in this one just seemed to be a little bit more mellow. And they didn't even use iconic music that often. And the scene where it wasn't even that loud as in the other ones. So the music is still good. It's just not as much as you would think.
Not as good.
Yeah.
I can see where he's going.
I would expect a lot more being one of the longer ones and one of the ones with the most action. You would expect it to be.
And what was originally supposed to be the final chapter.
Yeah. Still a good soundtrack, but it does. It's just. It's good. It's just not.
Could have been better.
It's not fitting.
Yeah, I understand where you're going. It's good music, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
I understand where you're going. So is there anything else you want to talk about this movie?
Oh yeah, well, there's still a lot we could talk about.
Please do, sir.
First of all, we have to talk about some of the humor in this movie. This movie was so freaking funny.
One of my favorite, funniest parts is, remember the scene where Jack's swinging on that rope and he comes across one of the Kurt's crew members? He finds his gun on the guy's waist. And he's like, "Oi, my pistol." I thought that was funny. I like how at the end of this movie, Jack metaphorically grows a heart himself. Because he has Davy Jones' heart in his hand, and he's about ready to stab it, and then once he sees Will dying, he metaphorically grows a heart himself, and allows Will to stab the heart to survive. So I kind of like that scene. I thought that was really cool. Because you've seen Jack basically only caring about himself, essentially. But yet, when the time comes, he is willing to care about others, especially when it comes to his friends.
You know, there was one thing I always thought about why Jack Sparrow wasn't either in the fourth and fifth one, or if
he is in the fourth one,
or didn't have as much of a role.
Dude, in the fourth movie, they try to make him the main fucking character, which is not Jack Sparrow's role.
No,
Jack is supposed to be the comic relief, the guy who comes in, steals the scenes, and goes.
Yeah.
Not the main character, you idiots.
No, but what I meant was, the reason why I didn't think it worked either in the other ones, because it's like, if you look at it a certain way, it's almost unnecessary. I've always saw that character as like the character who helps Will find his destiny. But because of this movie, with him being now in this frame of life, it's like, there's like really nothing he can really contribute to the actual
adventure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, okay, and I'm going to use an example that the Armchair Directors mentioned when they reviewed On Stranger Tides. Imagine you had Han Solo been the main character of Star Wars. It wouldn't have worked, would it?
No.
You need the Luke Skywalker to balance out the Han Solo. With this, you need the Will Turner to balance out Jack Sparrow. And with the fourth movie, with the priest, he didn't really feel much like a Will Turner type character.
Excuse me.
But we'll get more to that movie later.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm just trying to make a point.
That's what I always saw.
You need kind of a counterbalance with Jack. And I thought, for these three movies, Will and Elizabeth played that role perfectly. As kind of a counterbalance to Jack.
But yeah, I'm just saying, that's how I always saw that character. The character who helps
kind of like the mentor type character.
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, let's talk about that moment. The metaphorical dick pissing contest, if you will. Yeah, there's like a couple. Yeah, there's a couple scenes in this movie where Barbossa are trying to measure dicks, if you will, by taking these telescopes and trying to stretch them out so far as they can. Saying, "Look at me, I'm better than you."
Yeah, they're pretty much trying to one-up each other the whole time.
Pretty much.
Barbossa's trying to give orders, and then
Jack's trying to countermanding them.
Well, he keeps on saying the same thing, but louder. Go into the main cell. Go into the main cell. Go here. Go here. Doing this all.
Yeah. But yeah, you can tell Rush and Dev are just fucking messing with each other. You know that you can tell. You can tell they care about each other. I mean, you can tell though that Depp and Rush get along in real life. Yeah, and they're basically just fucking with each other.
Yeah, he pulls off the one, and then Jack Sparrow pulls off this thing so long it's kind of paved out. He just looks
and then Barbossa's like,
nice. It's like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. We didn't talk about Sao Fang that much. What do you think of him for his like small role? I guess you say.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, he was freaky. Some of the better
Well, dude, you can't. It's not like anybody in this movie wasn't freaky.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, good makeup for being a totally human character. I mean, it was good makeup. I mean, it was kind of different to see Chow Yun-fat as an act and more as a cameo, because like we've seen a lot of movies.
Pretty much he is.
But then again, he probably wasn't originally going to be given that much because he is kind of his element. I mean, most of his movies are like. Well, I'm just saying, most of the movies I've ever seen.
This is the only movie I've seen him in it. Well, so I don't know where. So I honestly don't know what's coming.
I'm talking about pretty much most of the movies I've seen him in were like Chinese martial arts or Chinese historical things, because he is Chinese. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's not in his element. He's not in like a Chinese.
Oh, I know where you're coming from. I'm just saying this is the only movie I've seen with him in it.
Oh. So you've never seen Bulletproof Monk?
No.
Wow.
Again, only Chow Yun-fat movie I've seen. But yeah, I thought he was good for his role, like what he had to do in the movie.
Yeah, he's a good character.
Yeah.
Could have been in there a little bit more.
Yeah, I would say probably.
I would have liked to see a little bit more stuff involving the.
And I'm going to say this. Now with the fifth movie in place, Jack must really piss off a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I would have liked to see...
Because first he has a problem with Bardem's character. I'm assuming this is a chronological order. First he pisses off Bardem's character by killing him and trapping him in the Devil's Triangle, which is Bermuda Triangle or whatever. Then he gets into a scrap with Beckett, which is why he has that tattoo on him. Then he makes a deal with Davy Jones to raise the pearl from the ocean for 13 years. And then I'm assuming somewhere around there, he basically gets into a scrap with Sao Fang. Jack must have a history of pissing people off.
I think Johnny Depp has that himself.
Probably. Well, he did piss Heather Langenkamp off in Nightmare on Elm Street when he refused to wake her up. And yeah, Depp's come a long way since that movie, I'll say.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else we want to say?
Excuse me. I was just about to say something that I was going to say.
Well, while you marinate on that, I'll say it. Let me speak. I like the idea when they were cutting Will's heart. I like how it was Bootstrap that did it. Because I thought it was kind of poetic, in a way.
They almost seemed like they were doing some kind of Christian symbology.
Probably. And I like how even though Will has been trying this whole time to free his father of the curse, you have Bootstrap Bane saying, I saw the debt that needs to be paid, which is his way of saying that I fucked up as a father by not being there for you. Now let me have my chance to make up for lost time. I liked that. I thought that was really cool. It's his way of saying, let me make up for lost time. Because they have all the time in the world now. Pretty much. They have eternity, dude. Or until someone can fight off Elizabeth and stab Will's heart.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this movie. It's definitely the most philosophical.
Yes,
and has the most symbology in its own way. Part of this movie and storyline, it almost reminds me of Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
Never heard of it, but I'll take your word for it.
It's a poem, a religious poem, but pretty much.
Oh, I thought you were talking like a movie or something. That's what I was saying.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was kind of turned into a movie, but not exactly. But pretty much it was a Christian poem about this guy.
I'll take your word for it.
This guy on ship, and he goes to a ship at sea with a lot of his crewmates, and he ends up killing an albatross, which is considered a bird of good omen. And he and his crew are killed, and his crew is killed, everyone except for him. And pretty much life and death, pretty much the spirit of life and the spirit of death are barring for his soul. The spirit of life gets him. The spirit of death gets all his crewmates. Only by righting his wrong, by admitting that he did wrong and trying to do what he did, then were the souls of his crewmates returned to him. Except they won't return to him, they all ascended to heaven. But if you look at it a certain way, it's like Davy Jones is the curse, and Will's taking his place by stabbing the heart is like the Mariners trying pretty much regaining his humanity.
Yeah, and speaking of Davy Jones, I think in our last video I kind of delved into a little bit of Davy Jones' backstory.
Yeah.
They kind of fill it in for in this movie, which is basically Jones was in love with the sea goddess Calypso, who basically charged him to ferry those who die at sea for 10 years, and he can come ashore once every 10 years. So like one day. So he shows up for the one day. She, for some reason, doesn't show up, and feeling betrayed by her, he somehow cuts out his own heart and yet still lives somehow, and curses it so that if whoever stabs the heart has to take his place on the Dutchman. And so he eventually gave up the duty, and that's how he becomes a squid guy. So I kind of thought that backstory was interesting. Did you?
Oh yeah. But yeah, you can see what I was saying with the poem, can't you?
Sort of.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, I liked that backstory they gave Jones. I thought it was kind of interesting and kind of sympathetic in a way. I'm still wondering though how he could survive enough to cut out his own heart. That part still bothers me. That part I still don't get. The rest of it I'm fine with. No, seriously, if I chopped out your heart, you'd be dead in 2 seconds. You'd be dead before I can even take the heart out. Put it that way. But yeah, other than that little nitpick, I like Jones's backstory.
Well, someone tell that to the guy who directed Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The guy should be dead when he took out the heart. He should be dead before he gets into the fire. The fire should be non-mandatory. He should be dead.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be going
and someone should also tell them to take Willie's heart out.
She was so annoying.
That's what I'm saying.
She was so annoying, I bet she would still be annoying even without the heart.
Probably.
Plus,
we should still review those.
Plus, will they really be that cruel that they do that, send her to hell, and then let Satan have to deal with her bullshit?
No insane. He just trying to send her back.
You'd be like, oh God, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Take this burden away from me, please.
Yeah, we should still review those sometimes.
No. You tried to take my throne, Satan, so you're gonna suffer.
Yeah, but let's stick with that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's funny though. But yeah, any final thoughts? Because we're coming up with 20 minutes.
Like I said, I like it as probably much more philosophical and religious out of all of them. It's definitely a better story. It definitely. I like how it wraps up so many plot points at the same time.
And it brings certain things
and because it wraps up all these plot points, it doesn't even feel that long.
No, it doesn't. And it actually feels like
this movie doesn't dick around. This movie doesn't dick around. I could definitely say
True,
that.
And it feels like a conclusion.
Yes.
Hand me the DVD. Thank you. So, being this movie feels like a conclusion, Disney, what was the point of this? Answer me that, Disney. What was the point of this?
Money.
What's the point of Toy Story 4?
Money.
What's the point of Episode 7, Rogue One, and Han Solo, Episode 8, Episode 9, and whatever other Disney movie Star Wars you want to make?
Money.
Yeah, that pretty much makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Star Wars, but I prefer the first 6 movies and the Clone Wars micro series.
Mm-hmm.
At least on micro series, explains stuff.
Money. I'm the voice of Hollywood. Who cares what people think as long as we're dick deep in money?
Pretty much. But yeah, final thoughts, my good sir.
Oh yeah, great film.
Yeah, very fun movie.
I mean, I'll probably even say better than the second one.
I would agree on that one.
I mean, if anything, it's as good as the first.
Yes. I would actually agree with that. I like this one. Honestly, I probably like this one the best. Because it's like, I don't want to say it's like the most fun. Because they're all fun.
Yeah.
But
well, I would say that. I would say I like it the best. But it's like, I like it best, but it's not to a point where it's better than the first.
True. I mean, you have to admit it's better than that one.
Yeah. And I hope number 5 is better than Stranger Tides.
Dude, based on early reviews, it is.
Good.
Based on early reviews, Wonder Woman seems to be good. Which I'm a little worried about that one still.
And I get to see a pirate Paul McCartney.
I know why I'm worried about Wonder Woman?
Why? Oh yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Critics said that was good too, and look what happened. It was a shit movie.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Wonder Woman.
If you like the movie,
I'm sure Wonder Woman's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yes.
I mean, put it this way: as long as it's better than Suicide Squad, I'm happy. Cause dude, even Doug Walker in his review said, "Let's hope Wonder Woman's good."
But yeah, Ghostbusters was just a travesty.
Yes.
If you liked it, you hated man. If you didn't like it, you hate women.
Oh yeah, Sony calls us sexist, yet they're sexist against men in that movie. Dude, put it this way: if Hulk had the ability to lift Mjolnir, him bludgeoning Thor's head 5 times wouldn't equal the stupid that Hemsworth is in this movie. Yeah, Hemsworth is an idiot. Charles Dance is a fucking dick. They defeat the villain by shooting him in the crotch.
It's a ghost. It shouldn't even have a crotch.
But yeah, they shoot him in the dick. The mayor is pretty much a fucking dick. Played by the guy who played Ray in George Lopez.
I can't remember. It's been long.
Probably, but yeah.
Show.
Men are treated like assholes in Ghostbusters. Yet we're the sexist idiots. Survey says hypocrite. Hypocrite. But yeah, that's Ghostbusters. We could probably rant on that sometime, which would be fun.
Ghostbusters.
Answer the shit.
Answer their shit.
But yeah.
Answer the call of nature, more like it.
Yeah, but anyway. Pirates of the Caribbean, let's focus on this.
Yeah, I love this movie.
Same here.
Great.
Same.
Yeah, if any, I give this movie a 9.
Amen, brother.
Oh wait, we still haven't made the jokes.
What jokes?
There was a lot of them.
Do you remember any of them?
Well, most of them.
Go ahead.
I do thought it was hilarious during that one scene when they were giving the gifts to the pirate council.
Oh yeah. Where Pintel's like, they're just pieces of junk. And then
well, we didn't have the pieces.
No, Gibbs was like, well, when the first brother in court were met, they were what? Skid broke. And then Pintel's like, then change the name. And then Gibbs was like, what? To 9 pieces, whatever we have at our pockets at the time? Oh yeah, that sounds very piratey. And also the scene where Barbossa is basically marrying one of Elizabeth. I thought was kind of funny if you think about it.
Just kiss already.
No, because they're trying to get Barbossa to marry them because Elizabeth, remembering what Jack said in the last movie, where Jack's like, you know, Lizzie, I am captain of a ship. And being said captain of a ship, I could in fact perform a marriage right on this deck. Right now. And Elizabeth remembers what Jack said and has Barbossa to marry them because he's technically captain.
Barbossa, marry us. I'm on
busy at the moment. And then Will's like, Barbossa, now! And then Barbossa's like, fine then. Do you love it? You guys are here to die.
Everyone's fighting.
Musty car. It's like,
you
wow.
kiss the bride. Just kiss already.
It's like, wow.
Sickness and health. Yeah, we're gonna get sick off this.
No, Elizabeth's like, do you take me to be the wife? The sickness and health, with health being the less likely.
Till death do us part, which is
pretty close.
20 seconds.
With Will, yeah. But yeah, it's like this movie it's dark but funny at the same time.
Well, yeah, they have to add more jokes to counterbalance the darkness.
Yeah,
I mean, this
unlike a
Disney.
certain movie that came out last year,
Which one?
Squad.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
but
that
you have
was-
to admit,
okay,
this
put it
is
this way.
Disney. It's a well,
Put it
that's
this way.
Disney too, but
Suicide Squad was this generation's Batman Forever. Hey, remember how in '95 and '92 when people kept bitching about Batman Returns being too dark?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers was lighting Batman Forever to try and make people happy.
hey, Batman.
Look what happened though.
Yeah,
People complain about Man of Steel and BVS being too dark, so they forced the reshoots to try and lighten the humor, and look what happened.
yeah, but
It fell flat on its face.
yeah, but Batman Forever is gold compared to Suicide Squad.
Fuck yeah.
Heck, I'm gonna go so far as to say Batman Forever is my second favorite out of the old
Oh, and here's
90s
one thing.
Batman movies.
And here's the thing is, Batman Forever has something that Suicide Squad doesn't have. James Eugene Carey.
Mm-hmm. You may call me.
The Riddler. Somebody call the fat lady. She was on in 5.
I was like, hey, Two-Face, show me how to punch a guy.
Well, it's very simple, my boy. You follow this, reach way back, and insert yourself.
Ow. That was...
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, as bad as people want to say Batman Forever is, I'd rather watch that over Suicide Squad.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
I don't even think it was bad just because there's humor.
yeah, I don't even think it's bad either. I think it's a fun movie. Now, Batman and Robin, I can agree with.
Yeah, that.
I mean, even though I get some enjoyment, I can still agree with it on bad. But yeah, as far as Pirates of the Caribbean, we both enjoy this movie
Oh,
a
yeah.
hell of a lot more than most people do.
Oh, yeah, I remember one of the jokes now. It was the part where they were doing this, trying to do that ritual with Calypso.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, the crabby old woman just literally...
Here's the joke I put in. Where Barbosa's trying to say the ritual. He's like, Calypso, I release you from your human bonds.
It's like,
And they say that it's supposed to be satisfying to a lover. It's like, well, Barbosa's never been in love, apparently.
it's like, Calypso, I release you from your bonds. It's like,
Wow,
Why isn't it
Barbosa's
working?
never been in love before.
why isn't it working? Maybe you should try an accent, sir. Maybe you should try slowing it. Calypso, I release you from your same bonds.
It's human bonds, too. But yeah, we both enjoy this movie. It's,
Yeah, but that was...
it's a lot of fun.
One of the jokes I said was, wow, that crabby old woman just literally became a crabby old woman. She just transforms into a whole bunch of crabs. No one have sex with that girl. She has crabs.
Wow. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of our review. What would you give this?
9.
Same. This is an underrated movie, I think.
Oh, yeah, very
Yeah,
underrated.
very, yeah. So yeah, the only problem I had with the day that I went to see this is I lost all my stuff.
Yes.
Trust me, if time travel existed, I would go back to that day, wait till my other self left the library so I wouldn't have a paradox, grab my stuff and bring it back to the present.
Yes.
Or, no, better yet, I would take it back to my house, put it somewhere where my other self could find it.
yeah.
And then he'd be like, wait, I thought they left this at the library.
Oh, the Bill and Ted method.
Pretty much.
But yeah, some of those games you lost, I remember playing with you all the time, because one of them was that SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. No,
Yeah.
SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. And
Yeah.
you had made a character for me that was like so awesome. You made me look like one of those army generals, and we
Probably.
were playing that game. Every time I would come over, we would play that game religiously.
Probably. Yeah, and you remember a bus driver named Matt Brown?
I think so.
Tall guy, beard, brown hair.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he made me copies of the fucking Star Wars movies, 1 through 6.
Oh, wow.
And I lost all those.
Dang.
Why didn't I have to get the fucking DVDs? And also, I had copies of the fucking Spider-Man movies. Again, why didn't I have to get the fucking DVDs?
Yeah, I remember another thing you lost that we used to play religiously was the Terminator games. You had those
Yeah,
PlayStation 2
I had the
games.
Terminator 3, The Redemption.
What was the other one? Because you had 2 of them.
That was the only one I had.
I thought you had 2 of them.
No, I said that one.
Hmm.
I don't remember there being another one.
Yeah, there was like 2 Terminator 3. There was like Terminator 3 Rise in the Machine. And
That was yours. I think it was yours, wasn't it? Unless we rented it.
Maybe we rented it because we did go.
Because I remember just having the Redemption.
We might have rented it one day because I know there was like
Probably.
2 Terminator 3 video games.
Yeah, the only one I remember is Redemption. But yeah, before we ramble anymore, let's
I think this literally just became the longest one.
Probably. So let's wrap this up before it becomes even longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we both enjoyed this movie. It's a lot of fun. We're so looking forward to the 5th one. We're going to go see it together. And this will be the second time. And real quick, fetch my Revenge of the Sith DVD. Please. Other shelf, genius.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Did I step on your tail, kitty? I'm so sorry.
And yeah, with us going to see the new Pirates movie, this will be the first time we've seen a movie together in 12 years since this. And hopefully this one doesn't give me a fucking pain in the neck again. No, because seriously, because of you, I was sitting like this for 2 hours, and then I walk out of the theater with a pain in my neck. I even told him, I get a pain in the neck, he's getting a pain in the ass.
Oh, well, you are going to walk out there with a pain in the neck. Me. Ha ha ha.
True.
So you're screwed either way. You're still getting a pain in the neck. You're screwed either way.
Yeah, and you're still getting a pain in the ass. What's going on with me? It's a burn. But yeah, before we go nuts like we always do, we're going to end this. So yeah, we both enjoyed the movie. We both give it a 9. And hand me the death. Yeah, we're going to try and survive this. Keyword being try.
Yes, we can't make any promises.
Yeah. Yes, because by the end of this, you might see tombstones with our name on it.
If we die, you could blame this movie.
Yes. So we'll see you guys later.
I can see the tombstone now.
Here lies Sean and Evan.
Killed by
Cause
the
of
stranger tides.
Cause of death. Suffered through Pirates 4. So yeah, we'll catch you guys later.